Hello everyone, welcome back. Well, today we'll actually be talking about information disclosure. Now, what is information disclosure? Information disclosure refers to an act of actually making confidential or sensitive information public without the owner's consent, right? So over here we are actually not making the information public without the owner consent, but we are trying to find and we're trying to look for where information disclosure or where a developer, where server managers actually leaked something for an attacker like us to take over. Information disclosure vulnerabilities are always spotted due to carelessness from developers, server managers, and the rest. Now, today, Portswigger has a means of demonstration for this video. Now, got this lab here which says information disclosure in error messages, and what does that mean? What it means, we're trying to trigger an error message to get some kind of information, probably web server versions, sensitive information, and the likes. Now, as we can see here, we have information disclosure in error messages, and we're given a web page here with the lab not solved, right? So first thing first is to go ahead and load up Burp Suite, right? So the community version is pretty fine for this tutorial. You don't actually need the pro version. The community version is enough for what we want to do. So once Burp Suite loads up, accept. Next. Once Burp Suite loads up, great. So the next place to actually go ahead and download Proxy. Just in case you don't have that like me, go over to your extensions tab here, go over to Web Store, okay, go over to Web Store, go this, and then search for Proxy. Just as easy as that. So once you have Proxy, go ahead and download this, which is Proxy, and then add to bring. So add extension, and once you have added that extension, then you're actually good to go. Good. So now the next thing to do is to actually import a certificate of Proxy. I'm just going to pin this here. Alright, so if we come over to options and then proxies and then add here, you should get this particular tab here. Now you can just name it Bob. You can give it the name of Bob. Then for the host name is literally going to be this IP address on the dashboard, 127.0.0.1. So I'm just going to add that here, 127.0.0.1, and for the port, just as you can see here, 8080. I'm just going to go real quick, add that. So once you go ahead, once you do that, you can just go ahead and hit save here. Once that is saved already, you should have it here, right? Bob, good. So now just go ahead and turn on Bob. Go to your Burp Suite application, go over to Proxy, and then turn on Intercept. Now you have to navigate to 127.0.0.1 to download Burp Suite certificate. So it's going to hit HAT, and you can see CA certificate, right? So I'm just going to hit here, and that should just download it over to the downloads folder. We're going to hit save, and once that's done, I can go ahead to my browser settings once more, and then I'm just going to search for certificate, right? I'm going to search for certificate, and I'm going to click security. I'm going to click manage certificate. I'm going to go to authorities, and then I'm going to say import. Once I go to import, I could actually select, come over here, select DER, encoded binary, and just choose 6 stats. Simple as that. I'm going to check all of this and then hit OK. Done. So now Burp Suite is ready, and we are ready to perform an action on this lab. So now, information disclosure in error messages. Let's try that out. First things first, I like to do is to actually view details of this file, and I should get a request back here. That is fine. Done. So let's go actually send this to repeater. and then yeah, error messages. So we have to actually think, what can we actually do to this application to trigger an error message? That is just how it is meant to be. So first of all, what I would like to do is to actually, let's say I'm going to cookie here. Now we got a cookie value. Okay, let's see. We got a cookie here. So I'm using a notebook, right? And then I'm using a hit send here and see what happens. Yeah. So let's see. Does anything happen here? Doesn't look like we get any information displayed here, right? So you can hit render here just to see how the page looks like when the code which is already here becomes when it's being rendered. So yeah, we were not able to get information disclosure through that, which is actually fine. Great. The next thing we can try to do is product ID. Let's see whether changing the product ID to a string will rather give us something or will rather lead to information disclosure. Yeah, as you can see, we have http://500 internal server error. Now this is actually an error page. Let's scroll down, and then you can see we literally have the Apache Trust 2.3.31. So I can just copy this and then continue my enumeration, which is outside of the scope of this lab. You could do something like, I'm just going to turn off intercept here. Yeah, you could do something like just paste that here and then just say exploit, and then we'll actually find an exploit. We can go ahead and try to exploit this. I'm meant to change that search engine. Sorry, use Google rather. Google, yeah, google.com. So yeah, let me just do exploit there, right? Let's see. Yeah, you can see Apache Trust multiple execution, but this is actually outside of the scope of what we are doing today. So now I think the lab description is to actually submit the version of this lab of the Apache Trust here. So let's just go ahead and just copy this. Go ahead and copy this and then just paste it here. And yeah, you can see, so congratulations, you saw this lab. So that is how you can actually trigger information disclosure via error messages in a web application. Now for the next lab, we have information disclosure on debug page. Now information disclosure on debug page can actually exist anywhere on probably a configuration page. Now debug pages / configuration pages are where some vital information are stored on a web server. Take for example, we have the Apache default page. Now if a normal user comes and see the Apache default web page, they potentially don't see anything. But as for an attacker, there are several paths in which the attacker can actually take to actually trigger information disclosure on that page. So now I'll just click access lab here, and according to the description, they said the lab contains a debug page that discloses sensitive information about the application. To solve the lab, you need to obtain and submit the secret key environment variable. So now let's just come over here. Stream failed closed. You can go ahead and turn off Burp Suite here, reload this page, and everything should be fine, right? So yeah, let's see how that works there. Good. So what you should do now is, let's try to view details, right? Let's try to view details, and then first thing first is to actually, since I don't know much about what kind of debug page they're actually talking about, so let's just view page source, see if we have any vital information, see what we can actually extract, and then try to craft our attack path through that. So yeah, I'm just going to read this, and yeah, as you can see here, we literally have this commented line. Now this is actually a bad coding practice. I mean, a lot of developers do this often. They often comment a particular section area like usernames, password. I don't think people still do that in 2024, but yeah, sure, there are people out there who do that. So yeah, commenting our code doesn't literally mean secured. It's just put it out of the major page. But when it comes to the back end like this, we can literally be able to see those commented text. So yeah, I'm just going to copy this directory here in which the developer has already put here. So copy up here, and you can see the debug tag there. So yeah, I'm just going to come over here and probably override this and just put this here. Let's see if that works, right? Good. Yeah, so you can see we literally have a PHP configuration page running on version 7.4.3. That's another information disclosure, right? So yeah, they said we should retrieve a secret key, so I'm just going to copy this here. I'm going to hit Ctrl F and paste that secret key here. Yeah, you can see, so we've got the secret key here. Just copy this and then come over here. Let's just take off today. It's a lot, so yeah, I'm just gonna hit submit solution, just paste that inside. Okay, lab solved. So yeah, you can see how we literally got information through that. And next guy here is this last one, which is source code disclosure via backup files. Now backup files are literally used mostly by developers. I mean, developers tend to host some kind of files in backup directories, so probably a normal user won't be able to like find those files. But yeah, as an attacker, you can actually run a directory because or directory guessing if you're probably good at guessing to actually find the hidden directory. Just like they said here, this lab links its source code via backup files in a hidden directory to solve the lab. So you can identify and submit the database password, which is encoded in leaked source code. So I'm just going to access this lab, and then the first things first that usually come to my mind when I hear hidden directories is actually to pause directory pausing. What's a directory pausing? Directory pausing is just actually instead of guessing directories like changing stuff and then trying to say /code /submit /backup, I just tend to use an automated tool that does that for me. So yeah, I'm just going to copy this, and once I copy this, I could actually open up my terminal, and then I'm just going to use a tool called dir search. You could install dir search with sudo apt install then dir search. Yeah, you can see dir search is already in the newest version. So yeah, I'm just going to do dir search --url just like that. And yeah, so it's going to start pausing. Now it's going to give me all potential directories that are 404, 200, or 500. It's going to give me a status code. Yeah, but the ones in which we need here is the 200. So we just need to literally wait for this to actually finish up, and then we can actually continue. Alright, so yeah, once it is done, you actually see that's completed here. So you can see that we have different directories here. We have /backup, /backup, and we have robot.txt. Robot also with status code 100 Malcolm request. We probably need to use a post API there, or probably a trace or a request. Anyone. So yeah, the first one we need to check is robot.txt, right? I feel like robot.txt contains more information because it literally stores directories that shouldn't be indexed by search engines. So let me just paste that here, robot.txt, and yeah, you can see we also have the backup directory which shows up here. So let's just copy this backup. I'm just going to move robot.txt here, paste that in, and see what we have. Okay, I used /10, paste that in. Yeah, you can see we definitely have a product template of java.bak. So let me go ahead and click that. What information do we have here? So what information did they ask us to do? Submit the database password, which is encoded in a leaked source code. Okay, so it looks like we have a leaked source code here, and this looks like the database password using Postgres, right? You can see the username PostgreSQL. So let's try and submit this and see what we I'm gonna remove this guy. I've duplicated our page, summary solution, and then okay. Yeah, good. So you can see that is literally our information disclosure work. We are trying to find out sensitive information. Alright, from throwing an error on the page and getting the Apache server version, to actually checking source code, to searching config file, which is the debug page, to actually looking for encoded password in source codes. So you can see how information disclosure can actually give attackers a quick and easy takeover to your domain. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe to my channel.